All right, been pretty busy this week, so I figured I would, let me hold the camera right here. Figured I'd go over this binder right here. So this binder was released to dealers. You can see that it's got two 318s on the front with a get ready. This was the dealer binder that was released to the dealers to announce the 318. Unfortunately, this is the way I bought this binder. It does not have the original 318 release in it. I do have a copy of it that I've showed in other videos, but I want to go over a couple things in this binder that I find kind of interesting. So basically, this was September of '83. And this is just a new riding mower for '84. So the current 65 and 68 riding mowers will be replaced with 5 new models: the R series, R70, 72, 80, S80, S82, and the S92. Kind of cool. I don't really get much into these riding mowers. They did release some new mid-mount mowers and grass bagging attachment for the 200 series in '83. This was to correspond with some of the new deck styles that came out in '83 with the 318, along with some of the baggers that came out with the 318. So here's the 316. Like I said, this one doesn't have the 318 paperwork, but it does have the 316. So this is the new 316 tractor for 1984. So the 318 would have come out in '82 for the '83 model year. So a new 316 tractor is designed for a homeowner. In features and price, it fits between the 314 and 318 tractors. Provides the latest in tractor design and incorporates many comfort, convenience, and performance features which make it a pleasure to operate. The 316 tractor fills the homeowner's needs for a high-quality lawn and garden tractor equipped with features comparable to or better than other tractors selling in that market. So this is all about the 316. Talks about the 16 horsepower, so this would be the original B43E engine that didn't have an oil filter. Then the new steering system, the new efficient manual steering system combined with a tight 26-inch turning radius provides easy handling and excellent maneuverability. This was the first time that Deere, aside from the 400, had a departure from the raw style steering gear that was really in the 110s all the way up through the 317s. So kind of interesting. So here were all the models for the '84 model year: 314, 316, 318. I think this was the last year for the 314. It was dropped after the 1984 model year, I believe. Here's all the specs on it. Not too much interesting there. I mean, most of these specs are pretty well known. And then just shipping weight, things like that. Here's the new mower decks. So we have the 50-inch mid-mount mower deck for the 300 series, the 50-inch for the 400 series, and the 50-inch 3-point grooming mower for the 300 and 400 series. So that would be the 2,000 RPM mower. So here's the 50-inch mower. And then here's the gear-driven mower for the 400 series. Kind of cool. So this was a Peerless gearbox. As related later, they went to a Curtis gearbox. Some of the specs on these, I don't believe it has a blade tip speed. So in some of these they have blade tip speeds, and others they don't. I'd have to go back and do a little bit more research. But what's interesting is the weight is not different, even though there's a gearbox on the 400 series units and not on the 300 series units. So I don't know what's missing there, unless they're accounting for the mule drive in that. New tilt dump and hydraulic dump material collection systems. So this would be the tilt dump system, like the ones that I have. I haven't shown it. And then I would love to find one of these hydraulic dump materials collection systems. Unfortunately, they weren't really popular in the upper Midwest where I live. Most of them were sold on either the East Coast or West Coast. Primarily up in the Northeast part of the country. There seems to be a few in Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. I think that's mostly due to the leaves, and there's also a big there seems to be a big population of them out in the northwest corner of the country, which I've gone over some of the marketing that Deere has done for the northwest part of the country in terms of baggers. But basically, system may be used with either the 46 or 50-inch mower deck for the 316, 318 tractors and the 50-inch mower deck for the 420, 430 tractors. Because the 50-inch mower was designed with material collection system in mind to provide optimum performance, use of the 60-inch mower and material collection system will be announced in later marketing information. So it wasn't quite ready there. So here's all the attaching parts for it and how they modified them all. And then here's I think that's a really cool picture. 318 with the weights on the front and the tilt dump system all hooked up. I think that's just a really cool picture overall. I think that's it for this one. Then we get into the merchandise. So the 35 EV chainsaw, there's some information on the chainsaw. Pressure washers, 2 new high pressure washers. Here's some cabs for the 108, 111, 116, and then also the 316 through 430. The cat is not happy that I'm making this video, evidently, if you can hear him meowing in the background. New weather enclosures overall, so you can kind of see those. Kind of cool. New revised space heaters. So this is the A50, the A90, and the A150. I actually have an A90. If you've seen that in other videos, works really, really well. Some weather shield stuff. Model 7 backhoe. So this was for the 650, 750 tractors. All of its attaching parts. And then the new Model 21 furrow plow for 84. So this was designed for the 300 and 400 series, category 0 3-point, 12-inch bottom, 11-inch roller coulter, shear bolt, standard protection, and has a optional adjustable gauge wheel. And that was available in October of 1983. If I can get the page flipped here. Sorry about that. And the 550, the 660 tiller, the heavy offset tillers for subcompacts, some of the things about those. And then my favorite part about this binder is the new quick attach model 44 loader for lawn and garden tractors. New model 44 loader, quick attach designed for the 316, 318, and 420. So you have to remember in 1983 the 430 was not out yet. So loader lift capacity is 400 pounds mounted to the 316, 318, and 500 pounds for the 420 with a full lifting height of 73 inches. To ensure good hydraulic performance, a 4-gallon per minute front-mounted PTO pump along with separate valve and reservoir is standard equipment. That's mostly give you the pressure and the flow that you need. Here's the specs on it. If you want to zoom in there, or I'll zoom in down here. Sorry about the shadows. Maximum lift is 73 inches. Clearance with attachment dumped is 53 1/4 on both. Max reach at maximum height is 20 inches, so 20 inches in front of the tractor. Dump angle is 50 degrees. Attachment rollbacks 20 degrees. Digging depth is 5 inches, and overall height and carry position is 40 inches, and approximate lift capacity. Now what's really interesting about the approximate lift capacity is you can see this is H down here, right there, and so H is the approximate lift capacity to that right there. So kind of interesting. And then we've got some furrow attachments, things like that for tillers, smaller things, and then some commercial mowers. So hopefully, oh, and then some cylinders. So this is just consumer marketing information, ag marketing information. So hopefully you found the video interesting, and thanks for watching.